guys, thanks for joining me. This is going to be a sequence intended to help wake up the body, bring a little more fluidity to the spine, and hopefully help prepare us for the rest of our day. So all you're going to need for this little class is your mat. And maybe if you have a little bit of sensitivity when you're in child pose, maybe a towel, a rolled up towel to place behind the knees. So we'll start in child pose. So bringing the big toes together, and you can either have the knees side by side or as close together or as farther apart as you'd like. Maybe spreading the knees a little bit farther apart, drawing the sit bones down toward the heels, stretching the hands out, and relaxing the forehead down on the mat. Again, if you have knee sensitivities, maybe placing a rolled up towel behind the knees. And then giving yourself a few moments to completely relax and settle into the space. And also taking a few moments to connect to your body and connect to your breathing. Taking a few slow, conscious, deep breaths in and out. And then maybe taking notice of any subtle expansion in the body as you breathe. Maybe through the belly or the rib cage or even the back body. And then doing our very best to keep the inhales and the exhales slow, smooth, and even. And from here, we're going to walk our hands to the right, and we're going to place the left hand on top of the right. We're going to keep the right fingertips open while we interlace the left fingertips into the right. And then we ground the right hand back down, keeping that right hand open. Bring the forehead back down. And see if you can stay really strong and grounded through this right hand. And then sink weight into the left sit bone. So creating a little bit of a nice stretch through the left side body into that lat. 3 deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Walk the hands back through center and over to the other side. So placing right hand on top of left, keeping the left hand nice and open as you interlace the right fingertips into the left. Forehead comes back down to the floor. Sink weight into the right sit bone as you plant down through your hands. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, walk the hands back to center. Child pose, relax down. Stretch your hands as far forward as you can. You could even press into the fingertips and lift the palms, making little hand pyramids. Sometimes this can create a nice stretch through the underarm. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more breath in. And exhale, relax the hands down. As you inhale, lift the torso up, coming onto all fours in tabletop position. So stacking the joints, shoulders over top of palms, hips over top of knees. Take a breath in to prepare. And as you exhale, keep the left hand where it is, but slide the right hand forward. Come down onto the left elbow into the forehead. Take a breath or two on this side. Hopefully feeling a nice stretch through that right underarm. One more breath in. And breath out. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, other side. Right hand stays planted. Reach the left hand forward. Bring the right elbow and the forehead to the mat. Breathe in to the left side. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, come back to center. We're going to alternate from side to side, and we're going to utilize some exhaling through an open mouth. So do your very best as you exhale not to stifle yourself. I know it can be tempting to sort of hold back as we almost feel a little bit timid or almost embarrassed to kind of let our breath be audible. But hopefully you're just maybe by yourself as you're watching this video or with people that you're comfortable with. So just do your very best to let whatever needs to come out. So we're going to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and alternate from side to side. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let the exhale drift as far as you can. Let it drift. Let it drift. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other side. Let it drift. Let it drift. Let it drift. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, one more on each side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, center. Coming in to thread the needle. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, flip the right palm up. Reach the right hand all the way underneath the left till the right shoulder and the right side of the head come to the floor. You might have to get your left hand out of the way of your face a little bit. Take 2 breaths on the side, making sure that the weight is primarily into the shoulder and not in the head and neck. One more breath. Inhale back to center. Exhale, flip the left palm up. Reach that arm all the way underneath the right till the shoulder and the side of the head come down to the floor. Might have to reposition the right hand. Use it as support to make sure that there's not too much weight coming into the head and neck, mostly in the shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale back to center. Same as we did on that last exercise, we're going to alternate from side to side, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. When you exhale audibly through the mouth like that, it really, really helps you release tension in the body and anything that's unneeded as well. Because lots of times we hang on to more oxygen inside of the lungs than we realize. So this is a really good way to help us start to learn how to let go. So take a breath in at center. Exhale, right palm flips up and reaches through. Let the exhale drift. Let it drift. Let it drift. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach. Inhale, center. Exhale. One more each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach. Inhale, center, last one. Exhale, reach. Let it all go. Inhale, back to center. So staying on hands and knees, restacking the joints, making sure that shoulders are over palms and hips over knees. Let's go through a few rounds of cat-cow. So taking a breath in to prepare, starting with a neutral spine. As you exhale, begin to press down through your hands, pulling the shoulders apart and tucking the chin in towards the chest as you curl the tailbone under. So really thinking about rounding the spine and drawing the belly button up towards the spine or back towards the spine. And then as you inhale, begin to reverse the movement, shoulders towards each other, heart space towards the front of the mat, tailbone curls back and up, and lift the gaze. So a very simple movement, but lots going on. Exhale, rounding the spine, shoulders apart, tuck the tailbone, draw the belly in. Inhale, tailbone curls back, shoulders towards each other, heart space forward, gaze lifts. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin, curl bone, tailbone curls under, pardon me. Inhale, tailbone curls back. Extend the spine, heart space forward, lift the gaze. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more each direction. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, come back to a neutral spine. Walk your hands a little bit farther forward and let the sit bones draw back towards the heels and coming back into child pose. So we're going to come into cat stretch vinyasa from here, where we come all the way from child pose into upward facing dog, except we're going to keep our upward facing dog supported, so keeping the knees on the mat. And we're actually going to come back and forth from that supported upward dog position all the way back to child's pose. And we'll move through that a few times, sort of a spinal wave articulation. So we're going to bring the feet so that they're a little bit farther apart, so big toes aren't touching this time. And we're really going to think about grounding down through the tops of the feet. So starting in your child pose, sit bones down towards the heels. You're going to make sure that your hands are about shoulder distance apart, and you're planting down through your hands. Take a breath in to prepare, and a breath out. As you inhale, begin to lift up, really focusing on rounding the spine and tucking the chin and drawing the belly in as you move forward. Once the shoulders are right over top of the palms, you're going to reverse the movement. Shoulders draw back, heart space draws forward, and lift the gaze. So those two movements are very similar, like we just did in cat-cow, just in a different position. So as you exhale, we're going to reverse those movements. Chin tucks in towards chest, shoulders come back apart, round the spine as you draw the sit bones back towards the heels. Inhale, lift back up, round the spine, move through table till shoulders are over palms, then shoulders back, heart space forward, lift the gaze. Think pubic bone up towards the sternum, keep drawing the navel in to help protect the low spine here. Exhale, chin towards chest, shoulders apart, rounding the spine as sit bones move back. Inhale, shift forward, round the spine, moving all the way into that supported upward dog. Exhale, chin towards chest, round the spine and move back. Now take a few breaths, moving at your own pace. So maybe you're a little bit slower than me, or maybe you're a little bit quicker than me. Everybody's got a different rhythm of their breath. Just as long as you're not holding the breath through this movement. Inhale. Exhale. Slow, conscious, intentional movement. Pay attention to what your body is doing. Let's go through that one more time. And then find yourself ending the movement back in child pose. Relax for a breath or two here. And then very mindfully, begin to walk your hands back up towards your body. And if it works for you, maybe lift the sit bones, cross the ankles behind you, and sit down. So finding a nice, comfortable seated position. I like to sit with one foot in front of the other rather than ankles crossed. I find that much more comfortable for me, but whatever works for you is fine. So sitting nice and tall, we're going to come into a very simple seated twist. So we're going to place the left hand on the right knee and the right hand behind us on the floor. As we take a breath in, think about finding length through the spine. So lengthening up from tailbone all the way through the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, gently twisting to the right. And trying for this particular twist not to use the arms as too much leverage, only going as far as you can safely. And taking 5 or so deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3. Breathe in. Breathe out. 4. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. 5. Make your way back to center and over to the other side. So right hand on top of left knee and left hand behind you on the mat. Inhale, find length through your spine, but you're also thinking about grounding down through those sit bones. So grounding down through the sit bones and reaching up through the crown of the head. Always keeping some awareness on those oppositional forces in our practice. Always thinking about subtly elongating the spine. So again, breathing in to grow tall and breathing out to twist. And only going as far as we can without using too much of the leverage of our hands and arms. 5 deep breaths. 4 more breaths. 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Inhale back to center. Inhale, grow tall. And as you exhale, walk your hands in front of you and come into a little bit of a forward fold. Maybe resting the forehead down on the floor or only going as far into this fold as feels comfortable for you. Take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, walk the hands back up towards the body and switch the position of your legs. So whatever foot is either crossed on top or sitting in front, switch that. And we'll come into that fold again. Taking a moment, take a breath in, find length through the spine. Exhale, walk the hands forward and fold. Only going as far as feels good for your body. 3 deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. As you inhale, walk your hands back up to center. Take a moment with the eyes closed, placing the hands wherever is comfortable, maybe palms face down on the knees or palms flipped up or whatever feels right for you. Taking just a few moments of silence to reconnect with your body. Maybe taking notice of how you feel after that short sequence. Are you experiencing any sensation? Do you feel a little more prepared for your day? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. And as always, giving yourself a gentle reminder that you are only observing what is going on inside your body. You're never attaching any emotion or judgment. Spend as much time here as you'd like. I encourage you to take some time to meditate, find stillness, and work on your inner awareness. Take as much time as you need. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.